What's going on, family? Entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, back with another Gamecock news update. Don't get discouraged because I'm wearing orange right now. It's a shirt that just happened to put on. Yes, but it's Gamecock all day. Before I go any further, man, here's what I need you to do. All right, here's what we're going to talk about. All right, that's what you came here for. Shawn Elliott is coming back to South Carolina. He was the interim head coach at that time when Steve Spurrier left. He has the Georgia State Panthers killing it right now. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But before I go any further, man, here's what I need you to do, man. Here's what I need you to do. Man, go ahead and check out that Patreon. Yes, I got memberships just as low as $5, $10, whatever. You get exclusive content, man. Typically, if you see this video, the Patreons already saw it first. Also, check out the merch, man. I got merch on deck. It will be in the link below. And also, man, here's what you need to do. Go check out In the Nosebleed Lucky Murray, the podcast I have every week. The link will be in the description below. So, man, let's get into this. Man, Shawn Elliott, like I said before, has the Georgia State Panthers rolling. After he was not hired to be South Carolina's full-time head coach, which I thought that he should have been. But that's just what I feel and think. But let's read the article on 247sports.com, and we're going to talk about this real quick, right? It says, former South Carolina assistant and interim head coach Shawn Elliott, I'm about to say Shane Beamer, Shawn Elliott has his Georgia State Panthers program rolling. The Panthers were 8-5 last season, 62 in the Sun Belt, while also earning a 51-20 win over Ball State in the Tax Act Bowl on Christmas Day. Elliott has brought the program to a bowl game in the 4 or 5 seasons he's led the Panthers and won 3 of those games. Next up for Elliott and the Georgia State team is South Carolina, as the two teams will square off on September 3rd at 7 p.m. at Willie-B. To open the season. Elliott was recent on Sports Talk with Phil Kornblut. I said Kornblut, and discussed his team's off season and his thoughts on the Gamecocks. Here are some highlights from the interview. Listen to the entire interview in the podcast embedded just below. We're not going to do that. So he says, how do you feel about, that's not talk about that. We don't want to talk about the conditioning. He says, what areas, we're not talking about that. So you like where you're at the point? Let's read that. He said, yeah, I think so. I think we have 18 to 22 starters returning. We're missing the kicker. We were pretty decent a year ago and striving to get better. So we talk about his quarterback. So let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. What is going to be like being back at Willie-B, right? Here's his Shawn Elliott. He says, for a guy coming back to South Carolina, that's from South Carolina, that's coach at South Carolina, I'm not going to make a big deal than what it is. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm excited as anyone to come play this game. I love the state of South Carolina. We recruit South Carolina, so why not come back here and play the University of South Carolina? We've got to go out and prepare on September 3rd, 7:30. We're going to drive up there. We're going to do everything in our power to give the Gamecocks a good game that evening, but be really competitive, and if everything works out, try to pull out an upset in Columbia. He's trying to beat us, guys. He says, what kind of team do you expect to see from South Carolina and Spencer Rattler? Spencer's a really good quarterback. You don't get mentioned for the Heisman Trophy if you're not very capable of playing at a high level. If you ask all the South Carolina fans, that's probably the piece of the puzzle they needed. The quarterback is going to be interested. I'm not going to be I can't read right now. I'm not going to go back and look at Oklahoma film or anything like that, but we know the talent he has and the talent the Gamecock have brought in. We're really focused a lot on ourselves. Try not to make too much of the opponent we're playing. If we go out there and do things we feel necessary in order to win the ball game, if we control those things, we feel pretty good. We know the Gamecocks have a lot of confidence right now and riding high. It's probably a good time to catch them. To be honest with you, we will find out on September the 3rd, right? Shawn Elliott's calling shots on us, man. But what I think about that, man, first of all, congratulate to Shawn Elliott and his success at Georgia State. Got that program rolling, 62 in the Sun Belt, won a few bowl games, 8-5. That's not too shabby when that team just came into the Division I program a few years back. So I believe that we all should be able to recognize that, this man's from South Carolina. He loves South Carolina. And the fact that he got somebody else doing well. Hey, we applaud you. Do we still want to beat you September 3rd? Absolutely. Yes, we do. We want to spank that booty. But I think that we can celebrate the fact that a coach from South Carolina really did, like our program is on the up and up. His program is on the up and up. This should be a good game. We should beat them. And the fact of the matter is that, that's mutual respect. I know from Shane Beamer and his team, his coaching team at South Carolina, and also the administrative at South Carolina respect Shawn Elliott. Shawn Elliott has respect for the program. So it's going to be a good opportunity to see one of our own return back to Williams-Brice Stadium. And, man, listen, will he get upset? I don't think so, but, hey, there have been stranger things that happen. But here's what I need you to do, man. What you think about Shawn Elliott, former head coach, interim head coach from South Carolina, coming back to play as the opposing team against Georgia State September 3rd? You let me know in the comment section below. And also, join the Patreon. Yes, I said it. You need to do it. I know you're considering it. Why not try it today? But once again, it's an entertainer, motivator, educator, and please don't forget all three. Lucky Murray back with another Gamecock news update. Today we're speaking about former South Carolina football coach Shawn Elliott is coming back with his new team, the Georgia State Panthers, which was doing very well last year, trying to get the upset of Columbia. You let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. But like always, it's the next time, people.